Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the Grand Power Stribog, comparing it against the CZ Scorpion, and generally talking about these two direct blowback or straight blowback PCCs and what makes them some of my favorite guns and the components that I like the most, as well as doing some shooting with and without braces. So stay tuned, we're going in. This is a chrome, just casual bag, but in here we have two PCCs, and we also have a few mags. So let's open the bag up. Scorpion magazine, a Stribog magazine, another Stribog magazine loaded. So first, we have the CZ Scorpion. It has a raised pistol red dot sight from Primary Arms. We just took the brace off of it, so we're going to be using sling and sling tension. Next gun is the aforementioned Grand Power Stribog. This is my favorite PCC and one of my favorite guns for a couple of reasons. The upper is a monolithic one-piece upper that's made of extruded aluminum. It's incredibly tough and it feels like it'll last forever. It also has ambi controls, including safety, mag release, and then the bolt hold right here. So charge it, bolts open and closed. Magazine pops out. Very, very awesome function. I haven't had any issues with this at all. No jams, no failures to feed or anything like that. As the Stribog does take proprietary mags, and this is a 30 round one here. So I think this is a really good close quarters defense weapon. It is an incredibly flat shot. It's got an 8-inch barrel, threaded. I put a compensator on there, HBI, and it has a top Picatinny rail that covers the entire upper. The trigger is a 7-pound flat face trigger. This is the upgraded one since their first run of the SP9A ones, and this trigger is really, really great. I haven't seen a reason to do a spring swap or to change it out in any way. And then the lower is a one-piece polymer lower with a really nice grip. I really like the way that they designed the grip, and I feel like it's very ergonomic. It's perfect to hit the mag release and the controls and everything, so I don't see a reason to actually ever change out the grip, even if I could. But since it's in one-piece polymer lower, you can't anyway. All right. So the differences are, well, first let's talk about the similarities. Both of these are direct blowback or straight blowback, which means that they have a very simple mechanism of action, and I did take it apart, so I'll throw that video in here now. So direct blowback is really simple. Basically, you pull the trigger and the striker within the bolt hits the round, which fires it, and then gases compress the bolt rearward, compressing the spring in the bolt until the bolt hits the rear buffer, and then it just returns forward to be fired once again. They are quite similar in that they both have ambi controls. So this one has safety on both sides. The mag release is a paddle release down here, and this is also ambi. This CZ Scorpion, unlike the Stribog, is an all polymer gun. This one is definitely a little bit more customizable in terms of there's a split in the upper right here, which means you can change out the handguard for a third-party handguard. You can also change out the grip very easily, and I actually did a trigger spring swap on this one to reduce the weight of pull from an insane 9 pounds to a much more reasonable 6 pounds. I would say the ergonomics on the Stribog are a little bit better, just has a better feel in the hand, and everything that comes stock on it is higher quality, and you're probably going to be paying less for the SP9A1, but I have pick rails on the back of these now instead of braces in case I want to throw anything on there. And yeah, that's about it. We're gonna shoot these both without braces today, see what it's like. I haven't really shot the Stribog all too often without the brace on, so we're just going to be using sling tension and see what happens. All right guys, first we're going to be shooting the CZ Scorpion and punching it out. CZ Scorpion. Next up is the Stribog SP9A1. So going from a brace to not having one, I definitely noticed a bit of accuracy and speed loss, especially at distances past 30 to 40 yards. I really didn't see any major differences for regular handgun engagement distances of 10 to 25 yards, however, and I'm sure with enough practice and training you can definitely get used to shooting without a brace and maintain a pretty good level of accuracy and speed anyway. But with that said, I'm personally going to SBR both of these because I want to be able to keep shooting at distances further than 50 to 100 yards even with the pinpoint accuracy that I did have when I was using a brace or a stock. In the end, I would still choose to use these PCCs for home defense or truck gun applications over something like a standard compact handgun because of just how flat shooting and reliable these are for close range applications. Anyway, thanks for watching guys and subscribing to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.